They've been lying to you for decades. Every ad, every heart-healthy food label, every smiling doctor on TV saying lower your cholesterol, or you'll die of a heart attack. I used to believe that too, until I looked deeper and realized that cholesterol itself wasn't the villain. It was the scapegoat. Hi, I'm Dr. James Miller. I've been practicing medicine for over 25 years. I've treated thousands of patients terrified of their cholesterol numbers. Some walked into my clinic, clutching their lab results like a death sentence. And I always ask them one question: who told you cholesterol kills? They usually pause, think for a second, and say, well, everyone. And that's where the problem begins. You've been told that high cholesterol clogs your arteries like grease in a pipe, that it builds up until, boom, a heart attack. That's the story the pharmaceutical industry sold us for over 40 years. But here's the truth they don't want you to know. Cholesterol isn't your enemy. It's a lifeline. Your brain, your hormones, your immune system, they all depend on cholesterol. Without it, you literally can't survive. Every cell membrane in your body contains cholesterol. It's what keeps your cells flexible and alive. So why do we keep blaming it? Because fear sells. And statin drugs, those cholesterol-lowering miracles, make over $30 billion a year worldwide. Yes, billions. And yet heart disease remains the #1 cause of death in America. If lowering cholesterol truly fixed the problem, shouldn't we all be healthier by now? Cholesterol is like the firefighter that rushes to the scene when there's inflammation in your arteries. It doesn't cause the fire, it tries to put it out. Inflammation, caused by sugar, processed oils, toxins, and chronic stress, damages the lining of your arteries. Your body, in its wisdom, sends cholesterol to patch the wound. So when your doctor says your cholesterol is high, it might just mean your body is healing something. But instead of asking why it's high, we immediately attack the cholesterol itself. Imagine blaming firefighters for the fire because they're always at the scene. That's exactly what modern medicine did. The fear of cholesterol started not with science, but with politics and money. In the 1950s, scientists named Ancel Keys proposed the diet heart hypothesis, that fat and cholesterol cause heart disease. His theory was based on cherry-picked data from just 7 countries, even though he had data from 22. He ignored nations where people ate plenty of fat but had low heart disease rates. And the food industry loved him for it, because soon after, they started selling low-fat everything. Low-fat yogurt, low-fat cookies, low-fat milk, all loaded with sugar. And guess what happened? Obesity and diabetes skyrocketed. We replaced natural fats with chemicals, seed oils, and sugar, and called it healthy. And from that moment, the lie spread like wildfire. Doctors repeated it, schools taught it, and media amplified it. Now, millions of Americans fear eggs, butter, and red meat while quietly consuming processed, low-fat poison. If cholesterol isn't the problem, then what is? The real enemy is inflammation, the silent fire that burns your arteries from the inside out. Inflammation comes from 5 main sources: sugar and refined carbs, seed oils, chronic stress, lack of movement, and toxins like smoking. These are what truly trigger plaque buildup. Cholesterol is just the patch, the body's attempt to repair the damage. So when doctors prescribe statins to suppress cholesterol, they're not treating the cause. They're silencing the alarm. And that's dangerous. Statins were marketed as lifesavers. But let me tell you something most people don't know. The absolute risk reduction for most statin users is less than 1%. That means 99 out of 100 people take the drug for nothing, except for the side effects: muscle pain, fatigue, memory loss, even increased risk of diabetes. I've seen it countless times. Patients come to me complaining, "Doctor, I can barely walk up the stairs anymore." Their cholesterol looks perfect on paper, but they feel miserable because the drug didn't make them healthy. It just made their lab numbers look better. Medicine has become obsessed with numbers instead of humans. I'm not saying statins never help. For some high-risk patients, they can be useful. But for the majority, they're a costly illusion, a chemical bandage over a lifestyle wound. Most people think LDL is bad cholesterol. It's another myth. LDL and HDL are not cholesterol themselves. They're transport vehicles. Think of LDL as the delivery truck that carries cholesterol to your tissues, and HDL as the truck that carries it back to the liver. You need both to survive. What matters isn't how much LDL you have, but what type it is. Small, dense LDL particles are dangerous. They can slip into your artery walls and oxidize. Large, fluffy LDL particles are harmless. And what creates the small, dense kind? Sugar, refined carbs, and processed oils. So the next time someone tells you your LDL is high, ask them, which kind? Most doctors never check that. So if cholesterol isn't the enemy, what should you focus on? Here's the truth, the part that actually works. Cut out sugar and refined carbs. Forget the pastries, white bread and sodas. Ditch the seed oils. Replace them with olive oil, avocado oil, butter, or coconut oil. Eat real food, eggs, fatty fish, grass-fed beef, vegetables, nuts. Move every day. You don't need a gym. Walk, stretch, use your muscles. Manage stress. Chronic stress increases inflammation more than bacon ever could. And get your blood work the right way. Ask for advanced lipid testing. APB, LDL, particle size, CRP, fasting insulin. Don't just stare at your total cholesterol number. It's almost meaningless alone. For decades, people have labeled food as good or bad based on cholesterol myths. Eggs were bad. Bacon was evil. Butter was deadly. But now, studies show the opposite. Eggs raise your good HDL. Butter from grass-fed cows provides vitamins A, D, and K2, crucial for heart health. And bacon. If it's clean and nitrate-free, it's far better than processed cereal with 12 teaspoons of sugar. The foods we feared are often the ones that heal us. And the ones we trusted, the low-fat, heart-healthy options, are silently destroying our arteries. Here's what's truly alarming. As we age, our cholesterol naturally rises. That's not disease, that's survival. Older adults with moderately higher cholesterol actually live longer. Multiple studies have shown that people over 60 with slightly elevated cholesterol have better cognitive function, stronger immunity, and lower mortality. Because cholesterol is the raw material for your hormones, estrogen, testosterone, cortisol, vitamin D. Lower it too much, and your body can't repair itself. That's why some people on aggressive statin therapy feel depressed, weak, or foggy. Their bodies are literally starved of what keeps them alive. You should believe in your body's wisdom. Your body isn't broken. It's intelligent. When cholesterol rises, it's sending you a message. Something needs healing. Instead of silencing that message with pills, find the root cause. Clean up your diet. Reduce inflammation. Sleep better. Move more. And watch your numbers and your energy rebalance naturally. Health isn't about chasing perfect lab values. It's about how you feel, your vitality, your clarity, your strength. When someone sits across from me, worried about their cholesterol, I tell them this: you don't need fear. You need understanding. I show them their results, their lifestyle, their stress levels, and more often than not, we fix the problem not with medication, but with real food, movement, and rest. 3 months later, their blood pressure drops, their triglycerides normalize, their energy returns, and their total cholesterol, often unchanged, but that's the point, because health is more than a number. Your brain is made of nearly 60% fat, and cholesterol is essential for brain cells to communicate. That's why people who lower cholesterol too aggressively often notice memory loss or confusion. Some studies even link low cholesterol to higher risks of dementia and depression. When you protect your cholesterol, you're protecting your mind. That's something no pill can replace. High cholesterol isn't a disease. It's a message. And if you learn to read it correctly, it can save your life. For too long, we've been fighting the wrong battle, cutting cholesterol while ignoring the real killer, inflammation. Now you know the truth. The question is, what will you do with it? Will you keep living by fear, counting numbers on a paper? Or will you take control by feeding your body real food, managing stress, and trusting nature's design? Your heart doesn't need another pill. It needs balance, nourishment, and peace. If this message resonated with you, if you've ever felt confused, scared, or betrayed by what you've been told about cholesterol, don't just keep it to yourself. Share this video. Someone you love might still be living in fear of their own body. And if you want more videos like this, truth-based, not fear-based, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell. Together, let's rewrite the story of health, because the truth deserves to be heard.